Are you planning to buy a property in Dubai but you're not sure about all the costs that come with it? Look no further. In this video, I will be providing a comprehensive overview of all the costs associated with buying a property in Dubai, including the additional purchase costs and the ones that may occur after the transfer of the property or during its use. Before we dive into these costs, let me just say that understanding these costs and budgeting for them ahead of time can save you a lot of headaches and surprises down the road. And to make it even easier for you, I have a free cheat sheet that you can find in the description box below. This cheat sheet will give you a quick and easy reference to all the costs we will be discussing in this video. So be sure to grab it upon watching this video. Now let's move on to the costs involved in the property transfer process. Let's begin with the additional cost associated with buying an off-plan or new construction project direct from the developer. The first cost you will have to pay with booking the unit is the DOD fee. That's the mandatory fee to the Dubai Land Department. It can be considered as a one-time tax paid to the government. It is 4% of the property value. There is also a cost for the so-called Ukud, which is a provisional register entry at the Dubai Land Department, which can amount up to 5,000 dirham. I would also recommend that you have a third-party inspection carried out prior to the completion of the handover from the developer. The snagging inspection ensures that the property is in perfect condition when you get your keys. It can cost around 2 dirham per square feet, and for sure it's worth in the long run. Now let's talk about additional transaction costs when purchasing a property on the secondary market. Secondary market means that you buy a ready or an off-plan property from an owner or reseller and not directly from the developer. Unfortunately, the additional costs here are a bit higher, but is still low compared to other metropolises. Also, at a secondary market transaction, we will have the 4% DOD fee payable to the Dubai Land Department, along with 580 dirham admin fee. In theory, the 4% DOD fee should be split 50-50 between the buyer and the seller, though common practice here in Dubai is that only the buyer pays the 4% to the DOD. Next, we have the property registration fee payable to the trustee office, which carries out the transaction between buyer and seller and transfers the ownership of the property in your name. This fee is dependent on the property value. It's 2,000 dirham plus VAT for properties valued below 500,000 dirham and 4,000 dirham plus VAT for properties valued above 500,000 dirham. The vast majority of buyers choose to work with a real estate agent for a reason. While it adds on additional 2% to the cost, having the right agent makes the purchasing process much more streamlined. An experienced agent will find you the right property, saves you money during the negotiations, assists with all the aspects of buying process from start to finish, and ensures that you are well informed about all related costs and procedures, so it's worth it. You also may want to budget for conveyancing fees. These fees are associated with securing legal representation, typically in the form of a licensed conveyancer, to ensure that all necessary documentation, contracts, and financial arrangements related to the transaction are properly handled and compliant with the UAE laws. The cost of these services may range from 5 to 10,000 dirham plus VAT. If you are a resident in Dubai and you are planning to finance the purchase with a bank loan, there are additional costs that come into play. First, let's start with a pre-approval fee. This is the fee that's charged by the bank to process your application for a mortgage. It's usually around 1,500 dirham and is paid upfront at the time you apply for the pre-approval. The pre-approval is an important step in the property buying process as it allows you to know exactly how much you can afford. Some banks may waive these fees, so it's worth checking with your mortgage broker or lender. Next, we have the valuation charge, which is the fee that's paid to a third-party company that assesses the value of the property you're interested in purchasing. This fee can range from 2,500 to 3,500 dirham, as each bank has its own set fee that the buyer must pay for the valuation. And also the bank mortgage arrangement fees ranges from 0 to 1% of the loan amount plus VAT. Buyers should also consider that the mortgage needs to be registered with the Dubai Land Department. The fee for the mortgage registration is calculated with 0.25% of the total loan amount. When obtaining a mortgage in the UAE, it is also required to have life insurance coverage. This ongoing cost should also be taken into consideration when you plan your budget. Banks typically charge a premium rate between 0.4 to 0.8% annually based on the decreasing balance of the mortgage. So all in all, depending on your purchase type, set aside 5 to 7% of the property value to cover all transaction-related costs. It is essential for all buyers, whether they are purchasing off-plan, using cash or financing with a mortgage, to consider the ongoing cost of service charges when purchasing a property in Dubai. Service charges are recurring fees that homeowners of ready properties pay for the maintenance and upkeep of buildings and communities. They cover different property management aspects such as reserve funds, maintenance, insurance, security staff, landscaping, and general upkeep of the building and community. Service charges are based on the RERA Service and Maintenance Index and are approved by Dubai Land Department. These fees are charged annually on a square foot basis and can range anywhere from 3 to 50 and beyond dirham per square feet per year, depending on the location, the community, the provided services, and the type of the property. To get an accurate and up-to-date breakdown of service charges of any property in Dubai, check out the Dubai Land Department's official service charge index portal. You can find the link below in the description box for your easy access. Now that you know exactly what additional costs to expect, watch this video to see how to buy a property in Dubai. And don't forget to download my free cheat sheet with all the important costs and differences between off-plan and secondary market purchases